I gave you my heart.
What's going on, guys? So we're gonna get right into doing the sneaker collection video. I'm gonna start off going a little bit with, like, not want to say other, but like anything other than Jordan, Adidas, or Nike. So we'll start that way, and then we'll work our way towards the end, and then the most recent pickups. So first off, I'm actually gonna start with these right here. So right here we have Timberland box OVO, October's very own. So you already know I'm a Drake fan. Right here we have the, yeah, it's kind of dusty because I haven't worn them in a while, but we got the OVO Timberland boots. Now this was, if you've seen my past videos, this was gifted to me by my girlfriend, like literally when we first started dating. She went to Toronto. When she came back from Toronto, that's when I ended up asking her out, and she gifted me these. They had a release online and sold out, but like I said, she was there in Toronto and they had them in store, and the last size was a size 12. These are super fire. I've worn them a handful of times, not too much. I didn't wear them this past winter. I'm just afraid of messing them up. And I have a beater pair of Tims anyways. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people that live in the East got a beater pair of Tims. Right here, we have these pair of New Balances. I'm not sure the exact name of them, really not sure. These were picked up at the New Balance outlet store in Rentham. Picked them up for about 40 bucks. You can't beat that. Like, these are the New Balance 997s. These are fire. This that pink colorway is not too bright and not too dull, but it's just right. I know I've taken a picture with them, so just follow the Instagram. Next up, we have these New Balance 997 Sports, I believe. Haven't worn these yet. Haven't worn these. I picked these up at Marshall's. I was with my girlfriend. I got these for $35. Now, like, you're gonna see from my collection, it's gonna range from probably high price to all the way down to this. Like, I have no specifics. I try to keep a pretty much good, diverse collection. So this was a must cop. And I remember just like Francisco Lindor, baseball player, Alex Cora. Well, Francisco Lindor was the like poster child, I think, for these. And Alex Cora did like a thing where he brought them to Puerto Rico, I think. I might be wrong, but I remember they were behind these a lot. So now we're gonna go into Reeboks. Have a couple of Reeboks. Right here we got the Kamikazes. I did have a glow in the dark pair, but I don't know where they are. Now this is just a simple navy colorway. It does have like some supposedly like hexalite, hexalite technology insole, which makes it like hella comfortable, and it is. I don't know. They got like the hexagon, shapes on the inside. As you can see, they're rarely worn, but they are hella comfortable, and just a simple navy sneaker to go with. Keeping on with the Reeboks, we have these Reebok Classics, but they are a part of like a Kendrick Lamar collaboration line that they were doing. It isn't the colorway that it was like kind of half red, half blue, but it was all beige. This was a little bit different. They had these. I believe it was like a red pair too as well. I might be, but these were fire. I don't remember how much I picked these up for, but this was at a Foot Action. I know they were for steal though. Now first, I'm gonna go into, I'll go into the high top pair. So as you can see, these get a lot of wear. Well, I haven't in a while, but more in the summer than anything. So the story behind this pair, I'm gonna keep it real quick, was I was working at Lids before, and it was like a weekend, it was the summer. My family and I, we went to Water Country. Though unfortunately, I don't think my brother was feeling well. He couldn't go something, so he was home. And we're at Water Country, and then we were there for the morning day, and then I was gonna go work in the afternoon. Packed all my clothes, my uniform to go. Only thing I didn't pack was a pair of sneakers. So hitting up my brother, I'm on our way back to the mall, back to Boston from Water Country, so I could go to work. I didn't have a pair of sneakers, so I asked him if he could meet me at the mall with a pair of my sneakers so I could just wear it to work. Like, it didn't matter which one. And it was summer, I don't know, like it just took him a while. Like, the trains was running slow. I appreciate him doing the effort and bringing me, like, trying to bring me the shoes, but I made it right on time for work, so I had to run the journeys and cop these right here just to work in. So that's how I got my first pair of Vans. And these pair right here, these were gifted to me recently for Christmas by my younger brother. I still haven't got to wear these yet, but these are fire. These are clutch. This is like that OG classic Van with the checkered pattern. Like, you can't beat that. I haven't laced these up yet, but they're gonna get laced up soon. Hopefully we have a summer to do things. So that's it for like kind of like the other shoes, like miscellaneous. We're gonna get into Adidas. So I'm gonna jump right into Adidas. I'm gonna start off with these right here. You can't beat having these. Like these definitely get worn. These have definitely been worn, but I keep them clean. But the Continentals, when they came out, it just seemed like such a simple colorway to have. Like, it seemed like a clutch colorway, the versatile, go with anything and everything, and it does. And you could dress it up, dress it down. It didn't matter to have them. I didn't get the black pair, but this was definitely dope to have. And it was one of those things I got when they first came out for 80 bucks, and now you can catch them for like 40, half price or less. These, I'm gonna go with these first. So these here on the bottom, right here we got the Alpha Bounce, and this was like one of the first Alpha Bounce colorways to come out. It resembled the Turtle Dove Yeezy. People went crazy. I did a lace swap. I don't know if the reflectiveness is hitting on the camera. And this was just like, there was hype behind this at one time. Alpha Bounce with this colorway anyways, just because it like resembled the Turtle Dove, and people were wearing these, and these are wicked comfortable. And right here we have these, and the story behind these rivalries. They were on Adidas, and Adidas had been doing crazy sales. I just want to say they dropped down probably to like 70 bucks at one point, but never pulled the trigger. I love how this shoe has such a vintage look to it. Resembles the Adidas Top 10, and it has sort of a futuristic, it has a futuristic look, but a vintage look at the same time. And it's a high top. I love high tops, and that tongue is just like crazy. Hasn't got worn yet, but my brother, you know, we're real close, the three of us, and he got these for me for Christmas this past year. These are fire, and these are definitely gonna get some wear soon. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. That's it. Oh no, I'm tripping. Right here we have these young 96. I want to say young 96. They resemble the Mauves. Just plain and simple. They resemble the Mauves. Didn't get the Mauves at the time, so I copped these. They were on sale, and then they just went more on sale. I think I got these at the Braintree Mall. So right here, this is a Adidas outlet pickup. These are what was once called the Iniki, the Adidas Iniki, but then switched to like the I-95, multiple numbers, I don't know really. Now we're gonna kind of throw it back to when NMDs was popping. NMDs used to, like, you couldn't catch them sitting on a shelf, and these was one of them. Now this is the Adidas NMD R1 tricolor. One of the tricolors. The other one was more gray with the red, white, and blue stripes. Now this shoe has got a couple years on it, and for it to have a couple years on it and to still be in the condition that it's in, this is clutch. And again, going back to when Adidas NMDs was popping, this right here is absolutely fire. I remember the morning I copped these, I was at work. They released on Finish Line, and was hella excited. Now these pop in pictures, like, enough said. I'm sure, I hope you can see it within the camera. I hope the camera does it justice, but these pop. These go super hard. And then I'm gonna bring it to these three right here. These are absolutely clutch. These are definitely versatile. When they released the Night Jogger model, fell immediately in love. Now we have this all white pair here. I wore it for a picture, I believe. You can't go wrong. Look, let me just put them out like this. You can't go wrong. Like with this, this was a gift. This was a gift this past winter for my birthday. My girl got me these. Absolutely fire. This, I picked these up, I want to say at a Finish Line. Absolutely fire. And like, they all have that reflective. I like the iridescent on this one. And then this one was just on sale, I think, for like $40 at the Adidas outlet store in Rentham. And I'm glad I have three in my collection right now, because they are definitely essentials. Now, going into the more hype Adidas Yeezys, you already know. We're gonna start it off with literally I wouldn't say my first pair. It's my second pair, but my first pair of things happened. So this is the first Adidas Yeezy Calapasa Power Face. doesn't get much wear. I wish I did more, but this is beautiful. I was able to cop these from Bodega. Absolutely fire. Shout out to my guy Nelson for hooking that up for me. We're gonna keep it short. We got the cinders, did a little bit of a lace swap. We got the, I never know how to pronounce this correctly, yellowish, relish. I absolutely love how the colors would just go crazy. And then we have, bam, right here, the beautiful all black, pirate black colorway of the V2. I was able to get these in a size 12.5. I was lucky enough to win the raffle for these in a size 12.5, so I'm glad with that. Now these right here, these are the 700 Tefras. I had the V2 statics, the non-reflective, but they were size 13. They fit a little bit too big. So I just traded it to a gentleman who traded these to me. He was a size 12, so he accepted the size 13 in the Easy, and I accepted the size 12 in these. The Wave Runners, absolutely beautiful. How I got them is kind of sad. I traded my top 3 dead stock Air Jordan 1s for these, dead stock. Fair trade, yes, but I love my Jordan 1s and it's something that I'm gonna remember, and maybe I don't regret because I love these just as much, but damn, I wish there was just another way I could have done the trade. Now that's it for the Adidas. Let's get into the Nikes. So we're gonna start with the Nikes. I'm gonna go with these first right here, these basketball shoes. So we have these Kyrie ID. So before it was called Nike by You, it was Nike ID. And it's beautiful, it's perfect. Got white with the black and gold hits. Like that KI on the tongue is fire, first of all. That gold, metallic gold. And then on the inside, on both of them, when I had my brand, when I was doing my brand, I put underrated on the inside. Nobody was gonna see it unless I showed you, but it was still fire. My only issue was how yellow this turned so fast, barely wearing them. If anything, I would have chosen a different color or did it more inverse, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it now because Kyrie ones are gone. Now, right here, we have a collaboration of Nike with a brand called Baseballism. Now, this is a small brand, not like huge, so I don't know if you'll hear about it, but they did a collaboration with Nike this past year, and I was fortunate enough to be able to grab all 3 of them. So here they are. They did so they have stores, about 7 stores around the country. So this one was with the Chicago store, and it's a Alpha Hirachi Turf 2. So it's a turf shoe, a baseball turf shoe. And what they like to do is keep things with being baseball leather. So the details on the shoe are absolutely beautiful. Blue, just that nice leather. Got Baseballism on the tongue right here, that's fire. Got the Flagman logo on the tongue. Inside you kind of have like the insole is that glove leather. So this isn't really comfortable, but it's just a nice touch. It's just a nice touch to have in the shoe. So this was the Chicago colorway, or the Chicago for the Cubs, So it was just a blue colorway. And then they have this black colorway right here. I'm not really sure. I feel like it was more like a San Francisco. Boom. The red, even though it looks more like a maroon, like a darker burgundy color, but it's red. They're all nice. Hopefully get to wear them soon. So we'll see what happens with these. Now let's get into the collection over here. So we're gonna kind of run through this a little bit fast. We got some nice throw-ons. We got the Nike React 55s. We got this Nike Vandal right here. Now when these released, there was like the theme behind Back to the Future, which is one of my favorite movies. Shout out to Sammy. I was able to cop these for way under retail. We have these 270s right here. Unfortunately, I can no longer wear them because I don't know if you can see in the video. For some reason, just the left foot turned yellow. I don't know why, I don't know how, but that's an L I have to take and figure out how to get a new pair of these. Just that all white colorway. I haven't worn these yet. My pops picked these up for me when they were in Florida, when he was in Florida with my mom last year. And then we have the first colorway, which is the Dusty Cactus colorway. I hope these don't turn yellow because I've had these since they came out. But yeah, these are absolutely fire as well. Right here, we have the Nike React 87s. Now these were on sale on Nike, and then they had an additional sale during this quarantine, like they've been doing, and I was able to cop these for the low. I remember when they first released, they were reselling for like over $200 $100, maybe like $220, $260. So right here we have the Air Max Plus. We have the Sunset colorway, and then we have this nice black and gold colorway. This was also gifted to me by my girlfriend. We got the Air Max ones, the Air Max Day pair with the 326. They kind of turning yellow all of a sudden out of nowhere too. That's kind of annoying me. We have this Air Max 1 colorway. I want to call them like that Snow Beach colorway, polo colorway. These were also gifted to me by my girlfriend. There's a good amount of shoes here gifted to me by her, so shout out to her. Right here we have that beautiful, beautiful Air Max 95 OG colorway with the solar red. You cannot go wrong with these. And another OG, we got them Air Max 97s. I remember I was working back at Expressions, and all of us copped them in the store, and we all took a dope picture together. Just the feet, on feet. Beautiful. They got a lot of wear. They got a lot of wear. They beat. Wish I could have got the gold pair though. Right here we got this Air Max 98 colorway. I don't know the name behind it, nothing special, but I just really liked the gray how the gray contrasts with the infrared. These definitely get a lot of wear. Now recently, a couple months ago, you probably saw the video. If you haven't already, got these South Beach colorway of the Air Max 98s. Beautiful, cannot wait to cop a Mariners jersey to go with those. I did not purchase them off of StockX. Whoever got them, whoever I bought them off did. One of my favorite Nikes in my collection right now. We got the Off-White Dunks, the Michigan colorway. Absolutely fire. Got these off of GOAT, and they came pretty fast at the beginning of this year. So this was my first or second pickup of the year. Check out the video on these when I did the unboxing. Absolutely fire. Almost forgot about these. Recently for the quarantine, I got these beautiful Air Forces with that Vachetta tan swoosh. Haven't worn these yet. Can't wait to wear these in the summer. And a long sought out after shoe. Right here we got the acronym Prestos. That lime green colorway, absolutely fire. Cop these at Shop U7 in New Bedford. So that was a dope pickup. I can't wait to rock those. Now this video has gone on long enough, so unfortunately I can't continue going, but we still have half of a collection to go. So what I'm gonna do, this is gonna be part 1. Now stay tuned for part 2. The link will be in the description after it releases, so if you're watching this and then the other one has released, I will add the description below. But if not, stay tuned, it will be releasing. And check out, we're gonna go through the rest of the Air Jordans that I have, and we're gonna get into them and then go into the more recent pickups from this year. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in that video. So what are you waiting for?